Why am I Chicano? I'm Chicano because I understand my identity. I understand the cultural, the heritage. I understand that I am indigenous, so-called indigenous. People would say a part of the Native American label of this continent. I understand we are colonized people with French, Spanish, and Portuguese, Italian, Latin, Europe background. That's why they label us Hispanic and Latino, because South America is Brazil, which a lot of people speak Portuguese. That's a part of Latin Europe. So Latinos, everyone just tries to consume under that label. We're all the same. That's our race is Latino, and we're no longer just Mexicans. We're not just Brazilians or Puerto Ricans and South Americans. We are Latinos, but Latino is representing mostly of Europe, because that label Latin Europe, Latinos, they're the ones who colonized the continent of South America and North America and Mexico. California, all these names are from the so-called Hispanic of Spain. Spain is Hispanic, Hispaniola, and that's specifically of Mexicans and people who speak Spanish. Like Brazilians wouldn't be Hispanic because that's Portuguese. That's why they're Latino, but not Hispanic, because they don't have that Spain background. They speak Portuguese. But as we use the Hispanic and Latino label, we are putting the European culture and identity at top. We are recognizing that colonialism strongly without even realizing it too much. By me saying I'm Chicano, I understand that Chicano comes from the word Mexican. Mexican is Mexica, not Aztec. That's another video. But Chicano is me understanding that I am indigenous to this continent, and I am so-called mestizo with European background. Some of you guys may have seen the so-called DNA test that I took, but I am Chicano over being Mexican to myself, because that's who I culturally relate to as a Chicano. I'm a proud Chicano, and the Mexican label is a background descent of, my grandma and grandparents, some of them coming from Mexico. But we understood we were Chicano at the same time. Growing up here, we became a part of that label, that identity. So Chicano is not being a cholo. People think Chicano, a lot of people talk about Chicano rap, when they talk to like Cat G, or when they talk to that one girl, I just can't believe I forgot her name, Snow the Product. They're like, what's Chicano rap? And it just gets put on as a gang thing. Gang members did not start the label Chicano. It didn't start from gang members of some cholos. It's Chicano was started by people who wanted better for our community, high school kids, college kids. And if you know the Chicano movement background, that's another story. But I'm always Chicano. If people say, I always say I'm Chicano. I don't really say that I am Mexican. People are like, what's Chicano? Then I get to tell them, but it's not like people say I'm Mexican. Yeah, I'm a Chicano, though, because, I have my cultural background of me being Americanized, me not speaking Spanish, just the whole different, background of growing up from your so-called Hispanic and Latino identities of Mexican, Puerto Rican. I'm Chicano. But other than that, Chicano. Look up the videos. I want to let people know of the Chicano movement. Look up Chicano identity on YouTube, the Chicano heritage. and you'll see people talking about Chicano culture, the Chicano art. If you never seen the Chicano with Cheech, he's talking about being Chicano. He says a version of Chicano comes from Chico, meaning small, but that's been kind of debunked in a way. Not a lot of people agree that it came from Chicano. Chicano came from Chico, or some people would say Chicano came from Chicago, that the Chicano movement started in Chicago. I've kind of read or seen a video, and so Chicano, Chicago, but you know, most people understand Chicano came from the LA area, SoCal, but most people believe that Chicano comes from Mexicano, Mexica, but that's another story, and I've talked about that in one of my first videos. If you've never seen that, the difference between Chicano, Latino, and Hispanic is a video I did, but Chicano is a positive understanding of who you are, a strong identity. So stay Chicano.